exciting episode of the Courage Track. It is actually our first one for 2021 and we do apologize for the late content, but I have been working on something really exciting that I'm going to share with you in the upcoming episodes. But for today, we have a very special episode with my daughter Leah Ballim. She's just come back from the USA where she spent a year and 9 months as an au pair, and she's going to share that amazing journey with you. Welcome Leah to the show. My girl is with us today. I'm really excited. Welcome home. I can't stop saying that to her since she's gotten back. It is so awesome to have you back. I want you to share with us your journey as an au pair. Listen, I know why you've done it, but for the benefit of people who want to try to au pair, tell us, why did you choose to become an au pair?
Okay, so there were lots of factors that influenced me into becoming an au pair. One being that I really needed to get out of my comfort zone. I was someone who was really sheltered and always expected you to do things for me, even to the point of me not wanting to go to the bathroom alone, which is really bad. So I needed to get out of that and become more independent and get to know who I am as a person, who Leah really is. So going there taught me more about myself and how to be more comfortable in my own skin.
That is great to hear. The most exciting thing for me was your first week when you landed in New York. I was so excited that she got to do training in New York, guys. Tell us about the first 3 days.
It was really, really exciting for me to be in a new land and to see everything completely different. So we actually had 3 days of training, as I said. We would get to know the other au pairs and some Americans around us who were training us. We learned a lot of interesting things, helpful things as well when you look after kids, especially if you're looking after a young kid or a teenager. If they get something stuck in their throat, they literally teach you CPR, how to deal with situations with kids when things get unbearable. On the fun side, we got to see New York. So a few of my friends and I went to Central Park. We walked down Fifth Avenue and we got to experience a little bit of New York, and it was awesome.
That is great. And so, just to clarify, was it the agency that you were with, which is Cultural Care Au Pair, that then sets up your training in New York?
Yes, they do. Basically now during COVID, unfortunately there is no training in New York, but when there isn't, they set up a whole weekend for you to enjoy yourself in New York and get some training.
That is great stuff.
Yes.
So Leah, once you've gotten to New York and your training was done, you then went over to your host family. I know once you've settled in, it must have been very challenging, especially the first few weeks with your kids. Them getting to know you, you getting to know them. How did you face these challenges and what did you do to overcome your daily challenges? Can you take us through that?
So I actually lived with two families. First year I lived in Chicago with an amazing family, and then after a year I moved to San Francisco with also another amazing family. When I first got to Chicago, it was different for me. I was very excited. However, I was not homesick at all, because I feel that I was really excited to see everything around me. But it was a bit of a culture shock when I got there, because they do things totally different from the way we do. The kids are a bit more liberal and the parenting as well. So it was quite a challenge for me to adjust and to help raise their kids the way they want them to.
And you know, I was so proud of you because you had a kid that you were taking care of that had Down syndrome, and beautiful, lovely Cody. He is the most heartwarming, amazing child. Tell us, how did you feel, you know, when you first met him and when you had to start taking care of him? Take us through that a little bit.
Yes, I did have a kid that had Down syndrome, and I must say when I found out that this family was interested in me, I was a little skeptical because I have no experience working with people with Down syndrome or let alone a kid. I was a bit scared, very nervous about it, but when I actually met him, oh my word, I fell in love with him. He is such an amazing kid. a ray of sunshine, and he's super loving. And now that I have had experience with someone like that, definitely changed my mindset a lot. It has made me knowledgeable as well on people with Down syndrome. They're way more alike than different than we think.
Wow, that's pretty interesting. You know, of course, following your journey daily, that's something that really spoke to me. I was really in awe of that. So when you moved to your second family, the kids were obviously different, new culture. What were your challenges like that you faced every day in that family, and how did you overcome that?
Okay, so my other family, very, very sweet people. The kids were a bit older, so it was a whole different ball game for me because I'm used to being with younger kids. What I did with my tough times, I would think what you would do, because obviously you raised me in a certain way. So I would use whatever you taught me to help those kids as well during tough situations. And also when times did get tough, because when I did move to San Francisco, it was a year and a few months that I haven't seen my family. So I did get very homesick. What I would do is, sometimes I would get frustrated, but what I would do is just pray. I would pray, and for me, that would help me and get me through the day. So each day I would get through it with prayer.
So Leah, what was the one thing that you would say that kept you motivated in your darkest time? You know, especially when you were feeling really homesick, to keep getting up every day and to push yourself to do this to the end, to finish it.
The one thing that did help me get through all of the challenges was my mindset. So I have trained my mind to think in a way which is, whatever I start, I have to finish. So with that being in my mind every day, I would remind myself, okay, this is something I chose to do. It is not a totally bad experience. I'm here, and it's a blessing to be here. It's not something that everybody experiences. So I had to tell myself, okay, you're gonna get through this day, you're gonna be fine, you're gonna see your family, everything's gonna be good, and you started this journey, you started this adventure, so you finish it, and that's that. And that's how I got through it.
Incredible. But I have to say, who are you and what have you done with my daughter? So Miss Ballim, if there's one thing I've always admired about you, and I think you know this, is your courage, your determination, and your absolute perseverance. For those people that want to try being an au pair and this journey that you've taken, what advice would you give to someone?
The advice I would give a young person who is interested in au pairing is to go for it. You put your fears aside, you dream big. I mean, you can do anything in this life. Anything is possible. If you want to achieve something, you work hard at it and you do it. So that's basically it. You just follow your dreams and you work hard and you achieve what you need to achieve.
That is very inspiring to me, and I'm sure to many out there. Thank you, Leah. So Sweet Cheeks, yes, I call her Sweet Cheeks. Tell me and tell us all, I'm sure we all want to know, what was the highlight of your stay in the USA?
The highlight, oh my word, that is very difficult because the whole time being there was the highlight.
I know, you've been to so many places, eh? Right?
Yes, so my traveling definitely, being to Florida, Washington DC, Utah, California, Illinois, Wisconsin, it was just great. Being able to travel, taste the food.
Oh yes, and you being the avid foodie that you are.
Yes.
But a paradise there.
Oh, it was amazing. Just experiencing the culture and spending time with people from there. That was just the highlight. Making friends. I made so many amazing friends that...
Across the world, I suppose.
Yes, that I feel are gonna be lifelong friends. They're amazing people. So the highlight of being an au pair in America was meeting friends, eating food,
What kind of food? Did you taste a little bit of all the cuisine?
Oh, Mexican, Indian food, barbecues, which is traditional American food, Ethiopian food.
Wow.
Yeah. So I had quite a bit of
Diverse cuisines, eh?
Yeah, definitely. Oh, definitely Chinese food as well. Oh my word, in California, it's mwah.
Simply amazing.
Yes.
So Leah, since you've been back, firstly, tell me, how does it feel to be back? I know you miss me the most, so much.
I did definitely miss you a lot, Mama. It feels really good to be back home. I am so happy to be around my family. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to see all of my family yet because of COVID. It does feel amazing to be in my own space. Oh my gosh, your food. I missed your food so much. Yeah, and just being around my friends and family. It just feels so good to be home. Traveling the world, you see so many things, but there's no place like home. No.
True, I agree. Now, Leah, I know since you've been back, I would like you to tell us about the business that you've started. And I know you're doing exceptionally well, which is fantastic. So tell us about the business you've started and a little bit about where you're going with it, and go for it.
Alright, so I have recently joined a business called New Skin, and they have been around for over 30 years. The products are amazing. They have award-winning devices that are continuously winning awards, and it's been life-changing. I mean, besides the fact that we are selling products, there's so much of growth, and there's such a huge support system behind you that are pushing you to be the best version of yourself, and that are there to help you achieve your goals. So it's an amazing business opportunity, and I'm so proud to be a part of the business dynamic.
That's fantastic, but I know that you're even growing a team currently. Are there opportunities for people to want to join this business, and how does it work?
Yes, definitely. So I am trying to build the team, and I'm open to having people joining my team if they are willing to work hard, and if they are trying to find an extra income. I mean, it's an amazing opportunity for anybody, especially now during this pandemic. Lots of people are getting retrenched and, losing their jobs. So
that is actually great, but tell us, is there an age restriction, or can anybody of any age join? Obviously 18 and over, I would think, right?
Yes, so 18 and over, and all you need is Wi-Fi and social media. You're basically making your money through social media, and it's as simple as that. I'm sure you remember from a young age, I've always felt for people who live on the street and have nothing to eat. So recently I found out that New Skin has an initiative, well, one of many initiatives that help people out there. So there is an initiative that is called the Nourish the Children initiative, where people can actually donate a bag of Vitameal to a kid in Malawi. And why they choose Malawi is the fact that there are kids that die from malnutrition and, not having enough to eat. So, that's why they decided to start their whole project. So people can donate a bag, so you have to buy the bag. And that bag will be donated to the kid. If you're interested in finding out more about becoming an au pair, or if you are interested in learning more about New Skin, you can contact me on my email address, which is leahballim@gmail.com, or you can find me on Facebook. My name is Leah BG.
Guys, we're now come to the end of this episode. Thank you so much for joining us. I wanted you to really know, young people especially out there, if you're looking for ways to start a new journey, start a new passion in your life, there's always a way like Leah chose to become an au pair. Enriching experience, life-changing. So there's an option for you. Guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. Should you want to share your stories with us, please contact us on thecouragetrack@gmail.com. Till next time, God bless. Take care. Goodbye.
You make me